Why would I throw in the towel? I just got on my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place.
Hey, welcome to the Quarter Report, brought to you by the Red Night Special, and this is Word on the Net. I'm your boy, Town Biz, and thank you for tuning in. First time to the channel, please hit that like, subscribe button, man. Let's grind this content up. Anyway, today, I ran across some content by your boy B Brazy. You know what I'm saying? And he's speaking on some real. I only watched like 3-4 minutes of it because I want to get off into it with the people. But now check this out. That's what I'm saying. In the black community, we have a double standard. You feel me? Like a guy, and I did content this already about the girl out of Oakland that came on missing. They thought she was being sold off. You know what I'm saying? The street worker. Now, I want to say this. In the black community, it's a double standard. You got dudes walk around, oh, I'm pushing that P, I'm pushing this ism, you know what I'm saying? All this old stuff. And people salute, oh, he a big woo woo. Half these guys' stables be chicks that's 14, 15 years old, 16 years old. You dig what I'm saying? And you do the math on that. Like, why I rock with, and I got to give it to the LA politics for this, because if it's real what B Brazy's saying, your boy, he a rapper. I think from P Stone, something like that. I'm not for sure. Don't give me you know what I mean? I might be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But I know he a rapper, a chubby dude with tattoos in his face. You know what I'm saying? But B Brazy was talking some real things, man. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. We're gonna get off into this content that we're gonna talk. But anyway, I just want y'all to understand why me personally, I don't respect none of this, none that's going on as far as this people talking about they pushing P. I don't respect that. Filthy Rich, the rapper, his brother got locked up for something like that. I'm talking about they was beating females with hangers and burning with all these weird things. You feel what I'm saying? And the way I look at life like this, right? If you really got to get together and you can make a grown woman get out there and slang that, more power to you. But when you deal with girls 14, 15, 16, their brain's not fully developed. That's why you so-called guys that's pushing this P choose to deal with them kind of women, because they're easily manipulated and easily controlled. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. We're gonna get off into this content, you feel me? And we really gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like it's a cold game out here, man. Like, and I mean that. It's bad out here, you know what I'm saying? So, and the funny thing about it is, it seems like people talk like they care. But you know, a lot of guys in the ghetto ghetto, they don't care, man. A lot of people don't care. They feel like, oh, he pushing P. You know what I'm saying? He really doing this thing. So that's what they more or less own. You dig what I'm saying? So we gonna get to this content, man. Let's go.
Hey man, tapping on the who's, man. We going crazy on L's. Look, you already know. GM, I'm not here to start none. I don't want no problems. I don't want to deal with none of that. People calling the feds, doing all this, none of that. Look, today though, dead homies, I told him, and I don't even, you know what I'm saying, do this, but I said, look, it's about LA, I see it. There's bad people's involved. 14s, 13s, 16s, dead homies. I told P4 personally. I'm not saying that nobody did nothing wrong or none of that, but I said I'm seeing things, so it's a part of my life. I just seen somebody on the news, and then I heard 14-year-old dead homies. I just seen a video of some crazy shit. Look, please, all I'm gonna say is this, and I'm gonna give y'all the real about what happens, what could happen if you know what I'm saying, when you come to the pen, no matter who you is, them type of people's, type of charges, no matter if you did it or not, on the hood. Look, I see people on the news with minors, Damo. Let me explain this to you though. If you get marked out, you turn out a fade, you a Zark. If you pimp on somebody, niece and nephew that's young, 14, all that shit, you way below a Zark. You like.
And that's how I feel. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I rock with B Brazy on this one, because I be seeing these dudes talking about they flashing this money, these nice cars, this lifestyle that they getting because they out there pushing. But your stable is kids, underage kids, bro. So you can't mind manipulate a grown woman unless she's on drugs or some old going through something. So you go to the young girls in the group homes, the young girls that want to run away from their own home, that you know what I'm saying, out here living messed. It's just crazy how y'all, the black community, respect these dudes pushing P. But as soon as one of their family members, their daughter, their niece, a family or cousin can come up missing, next thing you know, you see them all on the internet, all on TV. Can you please help us find our people? But before that, your people was pushing P, and you was all with it. You was on the side of them cheerleading with them. Yeah, he pushing that P. Yeah, we out here pushing P. But when it become your people that come up missing behind pushing this P or pushing this ism, now it's a whole nother situation. Now it's you need help from the police. Now the feds is getting involved. Now, you know what I mean? It's just a lot with this fake contradiction in the black community, man. I'm so sick of this double standard, these way these people think, man. It's weird to me. It's like y'all don't even see where y'all leading each other to. Like I said, it's like the blind leading the blind now. It's like Dumb and Dumber. That's all you see on the streets now. You got when you turn on the internet, you see Dumb and Dumber. All these dudes talking about I hold integrity. I stand on business. I stand on principle. You dudes it's just Dumb and Dumber because the more like okay, let me break something down to y'all. Then I'm gonna get back to the content. Right. The simplest way I can break it down is like this, and this is for all these dudes that think they going to different podcasts and they standing on business and integrity and they not changing up. They stay on their hood business and hood politics. Let me explain something to you, right? It's just like the dope game, my dude. When you get in the dope game, you sell your first rock. Every day you win it and you sell a rock, you getting deeper and deeper and deeper in it. So every day y'all jump on these podcasts and going to these different podcasts and these different things and you on there talking about the politics. Every day you do it, you getting deeper and deeper in it. Maybe in your eyes you don't feel like you are, but you are. Now look at your boy, the boy P with P4, whatever the name is. Now he on the news for underage man, come on, man, this is crazy, man. And then y'all all talking about how crazy. Yeah, you're right. Y'all dudes crazy. And I'm not just pointing finger at LA. Don't say I'm not doing that. You heard what I said, Filthy Rich. They from East Oakland. You dig what I'm saying? So that's all over the place. Even in my city, Oakland, I don't listen. I don't give no props to nobody pushing that ism, bro. Nobody. Anybody pushing, I don't give no props to them, period. I don't give props to nobody doing nothing, really, unless you're doing something positive and trying to help your community. If you tear down your community, if you ain't trying to uplift your community, that's why I watch this stuff, the gang banging politics and stuff. I watch it because I want to see how gang goofy a lot of dudes think that they talking about they not, but they are. Anyway, let me get back to the content, man, because, you know, your boy can talk.
It ain't even bad peoples no more. You deserve, you supposed to be condemned. Dead homies. You bad. You said what? Yo. Yeah, you got it? Look, man. People, where's that? On hills. They're looking out. Whoa. Look. I'ma let you know. 109th Street Riders, I'm gonna let you know without letting you know. On everything I stand for. You pimp on some 12-year-old, 13, 15, whatever the fuck, same shit. You bad on lanes.
All bad.
Yo. This was some bullshit. On the dead homies. I wouldn't lie. Look, if you think that you finna really pimp on some or anything with a grown dude and somebody 13, look, 12 is the same thing as 14, GM. 14 is the same thing as 16, dead homies. You understand what I'm saying? Like all that is the same group, and I even see P's that been slipping and sliding, dead homies. I'm not. All I say is this: I don't like rapists, dead homies. I just want to say that on GM. I don't like R's. Tanino, I don't like them at all. On L's. And I'm going to keep it real with you, gang. No matter if you did it or not, I swear to God, no matter if you did it or not, you're cooked. You're cooked. On lanes. If you want the news for the crazy things on Jesus Christ, you're cooked because you got to, especially in prison on the streets. They on the streets they doing the same thing. They high fiving each other. On else you got a 14-year-old, I got a 16-year-old.
Right. Same thing I said. You see that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I don't respect it. You dig what I'm saying? Because I know a few people who with the that get down with the get down. You feel me? I don't rock with them though. We done chopped it up. I seen what they was on. And I slid away from them. I don't get down like that. You feel me? That ain't what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? You would think, oh, you from the Bay? You ain't putting on. That ain't my thing. See, what y'all people don't understand is when you grow up in the streets where you watch your mama go from a queen to a crackhead prostitution, have crack brothers, crack baby brothers and sisters being raised up, and it all got something to do with it. Started with this ism and this drugs and this pushing. You don't respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama, made she rest in peace. She tried to bounce back a few times, but it was over. But it ain't about her. It's about this right here, what we going through. And the reason why I don't respect it because you dudes are clowns, bro. And that's why. And one thing I can tell you is, get back don't never get back when you want to get back. If that makes sense. You know, revenge is a dish best served cold, and it ain't no time, ain't no expectation of time when karma come back around. You feel me? Some people might feel like karma never gonna get to that person, but please believe karma get to everybody. It might not get to them in the form of fashion that they delivered it out, but it's gonna come back to them in some kind of form of fashion. Get
Bad peoples, dead homies. In here, it's grumpy people. You got weird old men. It's people. You got members that's pressing. As soon as we hear minor is bad for you, no matter who you is or what you did, you didn't even have to do it. But if you
now, I guess that's LA County still like that. I don't know. I know in the Bay, right? I ain't been locked up in years. Feel me? I ain't been locked up in years. And I don't know how it's running up in there. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on up in there. I don't know how the politics run. Because last thing I heard about the inside is that the youngsters is pretty much running it, and it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? It's off balance in there. At one time, the Black Mafia family, BMF, whatever, BGF was beefing with 415. So it's just a bunch of, I don't know what's going on. The youngsters is taking control. That's what I hear. I don't know. I ain't been in there, so don't quote me on none of this. You know what I'm saying? But if B Brazy is in there, he in the penitentiary. B Brazy know what he's speaking on. He know how they program out there. He know what the politics is out there. So that's why this information that he's kicking out right now is real serious information that a lot of guys on these streets, when they get to pushing this ism, they don't understand. Boy, it might be a day that you get popped, and you don't want to get popped with no underage girls. I got a homeboy named, I ain't gonna say his name, but I remember one day he came up on me. He seen me in the hood. He was like, "Hey, big homie, holla at you." I'm like, "What's happening?" He like, "Hey, man, I had this girl, man, and I took her out to I think he said Vegas or something." He said, "Did she end up calling her mama?" And she told her mama that she was trying to come home and we was making her prostitute and this and this and that. I said, "Dude, are you serious?" I said, "How old is she?" He was like, "Man, she's 16, about to be 17." I said, "Bro, I'm gonna be honest for you. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You cook." I said, "I'm gonna tell you like this. I got another homie got picked up on that, but he had a white girl with him, and that's what's crazy about the law. Peep the game, y'all. It's crazy about the law. I had a homie got picked up for the same thing, but the girl was white, so they charged him for pimping and pandling and white slavery. And this is the cold part about it. He wasn't even there. Yeah, he was pimping her, but then she did something crazy. He just like, "Man, get your stuff and go on good." Like he just said, he rather for her to leave. So he, you know what I'm saying? He got his car key and he bounced. He said he told the homies at the house, "Make sure y'all get her stuff and get her up out of there." And he said, "I don't care where she go, just get her up out of there." And they mind, they took in her some other stuff. So they end up blazing her, making her, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case it was, which we don't condone none of that either. But they end up blazing her. She tell the police that dude was pimping her, this and this and that, and his homeboys did the R to her, and next thing you know, he got wrapped up. They gave that boy 8 to 12. 8, he had to serve 8. You know what I'm saying? And I told my little homie the same thing. I said, "But I gave my boy 8, man." Guess what? They ended up giving my little homie 8 just as well. I don't know if that was the number at the time that they was passing out, but that's what they did. Let's get back to it.
if you came to jail for it, it's 9 times out of 10 It's gonna go bad for you. And them type of bads is not the good bads. We not whooping you out 5-on-1 and you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because look, it could be people, daughters and nieces and all that. I'm not talking about nobody or nothing. I'm saying on lanes, I'm seeing crazy things. And I'm like, I'm giving y'all the response what's gonna happen on lanes. Period. I'm the one that's gonna tell you what's gonna happen. All them people on the streets, they just popping it. Dead homies. They don't know. They scared. They scared to get a write up anyways. And people's on the street. I'm telling you what's gonna happen with a sex offender coming to jail to this main line. To where I'm at. I don't know what's gonna happen if he ran into them weirdos on L's. I'm saying if he come to the line on lanes.
That's why I just said. Why you think I said would be brazy to say this real good information right now? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said, I don't wish violence on no black or I don't wish you know what I'm saying, no same color violence, no white against none of that. I don't wish none of this kind of violence. But when people disrespect the game, like far as pushing this ism on teenagers, assaulting elderly people that can't defend themselves, or assault or hurting someone that's disabled, or mentally disabled, or physically disabled. I don't respect none of that, and I feel like it's an eye for an eye. I feel like when you get caught up in a situation, things can happen, and things gonna happen. You feel me? So be expecting it, and let me explain something to you about prison, man. Ain't no love in there, bro. Ain't no love in there, man. Don't nobody care about you in there. You part of a team to keep the program going, bro. Once you violate, how you think people so quick in prison be like, I love you as my brother. As soon as you do one little simple violation, it's over for you. Come on, man. That ain't real love, man. Y'all dudes, like that song say, looking for love in all the wrong places. That's what you guys is doing. You feel me? Anyway, we're going to get back to the content.
Because I'm not the hardest person in the world, and I don't portray it.
Right.
It's some members in here. If you come to the line with that, look, certain people. Look, I'm gonna say it like this: the people that's on the TV, they don't even gotta be proven guilty. They name. I'm not saying no. I'm not pinpointing nobody. I'm not talking about nobody. If you were just on that TV shit, your name 90% written in stone on L's. Damn, everybody saying, damn, that was the people's good people's. It's bad for him. Because they can let it slip and slide when he gets to when he in county bounty, but you hear on lanes is coming to the light on DLB 109th Street, yanking on you.
And that's what I just said. Like I'm saying, that's why back in the days you hit the penitentiary, you feel me? People, what's crazy is back in the days in the penitentiary, the prisoners used to get your paperwork. When you hit the penitentiary, the prisoners do the paper. You know what I'm saying? Get your paperwork, they read your paper, they know what you in there for. So they be able to tell, oh, y'all read his paperwork, woo, woo. You dig what I'm saying? So back in the day, they used to do it, and they stopped inmates from doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because they started seeing a lot of people get touched because the inmates would say, hey, man, do it all bad over there. You feel me? But like I said, in my belief, and this is my belief, not none of y'all, not nobody else's, I believe in certain situations, I believe in all situations, it should be an eye for an eye situation. If you do something to violate, it shouldn't be no second chance to violate. Like that old saying goes, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You dig what I'm saying? It's that kind of situation. I feel like it shouldn't be no second time. Once you violate somebody one time, okay, that's all right. You got that. Now we know where it's going. We know what's up after this. You do it again, it's up after this. Ain't gonna be no second and third time. I'm sorry, ain't none of that. That's why I don't deal with family members like that. Once you do some shady and cross me in some kind of form of fashion, I'm done with you. I cut the water off. I'm straight. I don't need you just like you don't need me in your life. You dig what I'm saying? Anyways, get back to the content.
Figaro fact. No.
Hold on. I forgot to tell y'all, man. Hit that like and subscribe button for your boy one time, man. Let's go.
Cat GM. Look. If you own that TV screen, dead homies, with a name, and then after that comes 14 years old and 12s and 13-year-old, 16-year-old on the dead homies, we don't gotta have a reason. On lanes, we don't want to hear if it's true or not. On dead homies, it just go bad for you. Period. All other podcasters, they just gonna talk about what they think will do. Come here on lanes, anybody on the thing, or any little fosy for show. Now they slipping and sliding on these 2 yards, these 3 yards, for sure slipping and sliding because they turning all of them to PC yards, like 50-50 yards. I'm not saying everybody there is a Zark, but I'm saying it's because it's people there that have been down 15 years that and worked their way down to prison. I'm saying, let me get this straight though. I don't want people to think that I'm promoting messing up. I don't promote messing up, gang. That's not what I'm promoting. I talk about my life and I talk about what could happen and what's going on. Like don't get it messed up. I'm not promoting negative.
Yeah, like on the real though, man. You feel me? Y'all go over to Be Brazy page, man, and y'all check that out, man. They're gonna say I ain't gonna go too deep off into it, man, but I just want y'all to feel something, man. It's deep, man. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring up the content, man, from what I'm gonna bring up what he talking about, you know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to really pay attention, man. This is a cold game out here, man. These dudes is whatever for money, man. They put little kids, might be your daughter, your niece, your cousin. You know what I'm saying? It might be somebody you really close to that somebody see and get them out there, kidnap them, beat them up, drug them up, and put them out there and have them out there doing their due diligence, not feeding them, not none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a cold game, man. And I put shame up on anybody doing it, a person, because I look at it like now. I will say this. If it's a grown woman and she chooses to live that lifestyle with you, by all means, do your thing. Ain't got nothing to do with me. That's between you two. But when y'all get to doing stuff to minors and kids, that's when the problem come in at. And me, I don't want the police to get you. Like I say, what you do on the streets, I feel like should be done. What's good for the pot? I mean, what's good for the duck is good for the gander. You feel what I'm saying? So let me say that to say, I'm saying that to say this, right? Is this. If you out there pushing P and you got these minors out there, somebody need to do that. Push that up on you. Somebody need to put you in a thong and put you out there. You feel me? Or somebody, and I ain't gonna say go get your daughter or your niece or your cousin, because that ain't right, period. I don't care. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But what I will say is you as a man need to be put in a thong, get some high heels and put on there on the corner so you can see what a woman has somebody beat you in your head and drug you up and making you do what you want them to do. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. It's your boy, Town Biz. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button on your way up out of here. And thank you for watching the show, man. Stay tuned for some more.
Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place. Listen.